Hey guys, I was about to say welcome to another Antco update video, but with the news I'm bringing you guys today, I simply can't. You see, yesterday I just caught the best thing any ant keeper could ever hope for. This colony is one that I've been keeping my eyes on for weeks, but one that I just haven't had the time to dig up. They are a massive colony of Myrmecia piliventris, or golden-tailed bull ant. They currently have 60 workers, and there's still more hiding in the nest. But first, let me tell you guys the story of how I caught them. So the first time I came in contact with this colony was about a month ago when me and my friend went bushwalking. We flipped a few rocks looking for Chromatogaster, and at some point we flipped a rock that contained this entire colony of piliventris. The friend that came with me had seen the queen, but she just managed to evade him. So since we had no shovel or trowel, we had to give up on the colony, but I always kept the location of the colony in mind. Then, just yesterday, I finally found the time to raid this colony, and so I got two of my friends to come over and help with the capture. This time, however, we were well prepared and brought a small trowel, tweezers, and lots of tubes. We set out and found the nest within minutes of leaving our house. We lifted the original nest rock and managed to catch around 10 workers, not nearly as much as last time since the recent rains had driven them all underground. We then dug a small amount around the nest and captured another 3 to 4 workers. After that, there were no more chambers near the surface, so we decided to dig deeper. It was a full 20 minutes of gentle digging before one of my buddies spotted another worker, and another, and another. We had dug into one of their small chambers. We leapt into action, and before long, we had caught another 8 workers. Motivated by this, we dug even deeper. After another 10 minutes of digging, and I was on the verge of giving up, another stream of workers appeared. This time we had probably dug into a major chamber, and we caught a full 10 workers. This gave us all the encouragement we needed. The next hour or so was just a repeat of what had happened earlier. Every 10 minutes or so we would find another chamber with 2 to 3 workers, and then they would just disappear again. But after a whole hour and a half of searching, we still couldn't find the queen, and it was getting dark. If we left too late, then we would not have been able to bike home, but if we left too early, then we wouldn't find the queen. The last 10 minutes or so was just a panicked mess. The sun was going down faster, and every minute with no sign of the queen was torture. Literally at the last minute, when we were all about to leave, my friend, the friend who saw the queen in the first encounter, pointed to a massive bowl of golden and black stuff. When we looked closer was a swarm of piliventris workers, freshly dug out, and at the center of the bowl was a massive ant, more than 1.5 times the size of a normal piliventris worker. It was the queen. We had literally found her at the last minute. All 3 of us panicked, and it was a full minute of shouting and cheering before one of us finally came to our senses and caught the queen with an acrylic test tube. With the queen secured, all that was left to do was simply catch the remainder of the workers. Easy, right? Well, actually, no. 1, we had run out of tubes, and 2, there were around 20 workers swarming everywhere. We had to chuck them all into a single large takeaway container, and that was hard. Every time we opened the lid to dunk a worker or 2 in, hundreds rushed out. At some point, a worker managed to sneak onto me unnoticed and stung me on the hand. I expected it to be like the typical bull ant sting and braced myself for an hour of pain, but this ant sting was much weaker than I expected, and it felt like nothing after a few minutes. It wasn't even as bad as Panera Metallica. In the end, we had no choice but to go home, as it was getting darker by the second. We ended up leaving 10 workers or so behind, and I plan on getting them at some point in the near future. But yeah, we got the colony after more than 2 hours of digging and catching, and the resulting crater was nearly 50 centimeters deep. We obviously filled the hole back up and tried to minimize the impact on nature. However, I ended up setting a trap for the remaining workers by placing a rock on top of their nest, real estate that they cannot resist. So now, with the super long story over, I'd like to know any suggestions on keeping these things. I now have some experience with Myrmecia, but I have a feeling I need a bit more help. So any suggestions down in the comment section below will help. I know the basics though, and I assure you guys that no harm will come to these gentle giants. I've devoted most of my time to researching about how to care for these things, and I'm prepared to spend as much time as I need to keep these little jewels safe and happy. I have found so far they love pro-carb water, but dislike strawberries and protein jelly. I'll see how they go with apples and crickets. My experience with plants is growing, and I think I'm up for the challenge for these girls. Also, I have a small announcement to make. My friend Alan's Ants helped me design a new logo, and I'll let you guys vote whether to take this logo as my official YouTube logo. So, shown on the screen now is my current logo, logo 1. Then, this is logo 2. Tell me in the comment section which one you like best, and after 3 days I'll count up the votes. By the way, this whole logo idea was his, so make sure you check out his channel via the link down in the description. He is worth your time, trust me, his videos are really good. I also have a second vote for you guys. Do you think I should get a new nest for them, or do you think they'll be happy in the small Oz Ants nest long term? I'll put a link in the description to Ants Keeping Depot, and comment what you think is the best choice for them. We can shape their future together. So that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned to this channel for more updates, as I will be providing updates on this colony and many others every single day. But anyways, thanks for watching this particularly long update video, and see you guys next time.